and we're in the process of trying to bring up reparations, and we're not going. It's not going well because we're not in charge. We don't have anybody pushing for it in the right positions, and that's what I mean. Like, we were on top. We got in. I'm not gonna say we got enslaved, but they flipped the whole history around and made us into the bad guy and put us down when we're really on top. That's just what I
Now, what do you
see.
mean on top? You mean because we the first?
Well, we were on top, yeah. We've done a lot of math that we don't get credit for, science, medicine, all kind of things. But when you control history, you can dictate who did what and who discovered what. So, what?
I will say this. I won't use the word on top
Okay,
because that can almost seem like superior
yeah,
Lizzo. But I can say this: Black folks contribute a lot to the world.
I agree.
While while we was mapping the stars and sailing across the ocean 500
Mhm.
years before Columbus,
Right,
we had books. You had
right,
other societies that did not know how to brush their teeth or did
right.
not know the benefits
Wash,
of hygiene.
right,
So while we was making makeup, wearing the weaves, they talk about weaves, they
right,
had the weaves and everything. Other people did not know to brush their teeth or to take
right,
to clean themselves.
right.
So it's a lot of things that is greatly ignored over the world that the black people contribute. Also here in America, our labor basically changed the whole world into kind of the new world we know today. It brought in
Hmm.
industrialized area. Since black people over here was using our labor to create a lot of raw
Hmm.
goods like tobacco. People like drugs, tobacco. People like rice, and also people like cotton. And cotton
Hmm.
was used for clothing, so it made clothing very cheap that the whole world benefited out there.
Right,
Imagine if our ancestors wasn't in those fields picking up those clothes, picking up that cotton,
right.
picking the cotton. You got people up in Asia, why I say Asia, I mean India, all over the world, they wouldn't have
Hmm.
clothes in their damn back.
Right,
They'd be
right,
able to walk around with no shirt on
right.
or the raggedy shirt. So we introduced this industrialization throughout the whole world, and are we coming out of that period now. So
Right.
for the last 500 years, the labor from black folks prepared the whole world to where it's at today. And
Right. And that's what I was just about to say. So 400 years of free labor now, free labor.
yes,
Don't you think we deserve to get paid for that?
I,
Somehow.
I do, but how the world works, everybody despise a black person. Even black people despise black people.
Right.
So we ain't gonna never get reparation. Only reparations we could get is if we pull together, work together, and build our own communities, our own
I hear
businesses.
you.
Those reparations we could build.
But tying it back to the other conversation, the Jewish people, they got reparations for an event that happened to them, and they're still getting paid for it today. And I think we pay, US, we pay for some of the Holocaust reparations.
We do, yes. It come out. It's taxpayer money. You
Hmm.
have the Marshall Plan. The Marshall
Right.
Plan send a whole lot of money to rebuild Germany. Also, it sent a whole lot of money to Japanese Americans over here.
Right.
I was just reading a article this week in the New York Times.
Hmm.
No, the Washington Post, whatever it's called.
Hmm.
Right now, they just finished a settlement that Native American tribes,
Hmm.
due to the opium pandemic, the opioid crisis, they will get, I believe, $590 million over the next 7 years.
Because of the opioid
Yes,
epidemic. Okay.
yes. Johnson and Johnson will pay those tribes
Oh
almost
wow.
a half a million, over a half a billion
Right.
dollars.
Mm.
Just
So
because
we
somebody took a pill and
right. That's what I'm saying.
you know,
But that's what
you
I'm
know.
saying. They could do stuff like that for other groups of people or other races, but they can't do that for us. So they don't even want to bring it to the table. And not only that, we have black people that fight against us getting reparations. We have people from other countries that come here work. They want to fight against us with the reparations talk.